Hello dear students, I am Narziyeva, an English teacher of the Bukhara State University. Today we will talk you on the theme Immortal Tracks. Do you know the word immortal? What does this word mean? It means a person who is famous, that they will be remembered forever. In general, we talk about great scientists who contributed many creations to the development of world science. You know, there are people who have contributed to the development of science, art, culture and politics. Uzbekistan is also rich with great scientists who created the number of creations to the development of science, such as Biruni, Ibn Sina, Al-Kharazmi, Alisher-Navai and many others. For example, Alisher-Navai, the greatest Uzbek writer, who wrote masterpiece novels in 2 different languages, Uzbek, Tajik, Turkish and Persian. His novels are still read and enjoyed by many thousands of readers, fans of the world literature. His works have also been translated into a number of world languages, which show the importance of his works. An invention is a unique or novel device, method, composition or process. The invention process is a process within an overall engineering and product development and process. It may be an improvement upon a machine or product or a new process for creating an object or a result. An invention that achieves a completely unique function or result may be a radical breakthrough. Such works are novel and not obvious to others skilled at the same field. An inventor may be taking a big step in success or failure. Some inventions can be patented. A patent legally protects the intellectual property rights of an inventor and legally recognizes that a claimed invention is actually by invention. The rules and requirements of patenting an invention vary from country to country, and the process of obtaining a patent is often expensive. Another meaning of invention is cultural invention, which is an innovative set of useful social behaviors adopted by people and passed to others. The Institute of Social Inventions collected many such ideas in magazines and books. Invention is also an important component of artistic and design creativity. Inventions often extend the boundaries of human knowledge, experience or capability. Now we have slides here. You can see, and we have a warming up activity. You know, the 21st century is famous for radio, computers, bicycles, scooters, trainers, TV and CD, which things that are used in your family. How do inventions help us in our life? Inventions help us learn more, and they help us live longer and healthier. Inventions also help us take from one place to another and communicate with one another. Also, inventions help us explore our universe. Now we can talk about great inventors and their inventions. Look here, there is a you wash clothes in it. It's a washing machine. In 1874, William Brixton of Indiana built a birthday present for his wife. It was a machine which removed and washed away dirt from clothes. The first wash machines designed for convenient use at home. You use these things to clean your flat, your carpets. It's a vacuum cleaner. The first powered vacuum cleaner was invented in 1901 by Herbert Cecil Booth. Another invention. You can communicate with people who are away from you using this thing. It's very compact. You can carry it in your bag or pocket. It has many functions. It can wake you up in the morning. You can enjoy listening to music with the help of it and even enjoyable playing games. Yeah, it's a mobile phone. The first mobile phone was made in 1973 by Motorola employee Martin Cooper. You can cook, defrost and reheat prepared food in it. What is it? Yeah, you're right. It's a microwave oven. It was invented by Dr. Percy Lee Baron Spencer. In 1947, the first commercial microwave oven hit the market. The last invention, it's a dishwasher. You can wash dirty dishes in it. Dishwasher, Josephine Gary's Kochgren invented the first useful dishwasher in 1886. Here you can see great scientists' inventions who created the number of creations to the development of world science. I think you already know about this person. It's Alexander Graham Bell. Bell was an eminent scientist, inventor, engineer, and innovator who is credited with inventing the first practical telephone. His research is hearing and speech led him to experiment with hearing devices, which eventually culminated in Bell being awarded in the first U.S. patent for the telephone in 1864. William Henry Bill Gates III was born on October 28 in 1955. William Henry Bill Gates III is an American business magnate and chairman of Microsoft, the software company. During his career at Microsoft, Gates held the positions of CEO and Chief Software Architect and remains the largest individual shareholder. Gates is one of the best-known entrepreneurs of the personal computer revolution. So students, now we have a glossary, we have a keywords of today's lesson. Listen attentively. Prestigious, initial, solid, price, accidental, absorb, liquid, invention, explode, randomly, substance, acids, scholar, modified, and the last one is immortal. So you should learn these words, and your task will be to write sentence using these words. Do you understand the task? Okay. Now we have a next activity. In this activity, you must match the two halves of the expressions and make up the sentence using them. For example, people's lifestyle, prestigious invention. Do you understand the task? Okay. So, students, we have a listening task. Please listen attentively.
Lesson 11. Immortal Tracks.
Hello, Donna. Where are you going?
Hi, Rustam. I'm going to the library. I'm to find the information about the scientists and their great works.
Oh, I have some information about them. If you want, I can give you.
Oh, that would be great. Do you have that with you?
Yes, in my computer. Let's sit over there and I will show you.
Okay.
Here is... Do you know who's Alfred Bernhard Nobel?
Nothing more than Nobel Prize.
Yes, the prestigious Nobel Prize is named after him. He invented dynamite in 1867 and it was accidental invention.
So students, we will continue our listening. Please listen attentively.
Lesson 11. Immortal Tracks.
Hello, Dana. Where are you going?
Hi Rustam, I'm going to the library. I'm to find the information about the scientists and their great works.
Oh, I have some information about them. If you want, I can give you.
Oh, that would be great. Do you have that with you?
Yes, in my computer. Let's sit over there and I will show you.
Okay.
Here is... Do you know who's Alfred Bernhard Nobel?
Nothing more than Nobel Prize.
Yes, the prestigious Nobel Prize is named after him. He invented dynamite in 1867 and it was accidental invention. Nitroglycerine was becoming a widely produced explosive material at the time, largely due to the fact that it was far more powerful than its predecessor, gunpowder. But the problem was that nitroglycerine was unstable and it regularly blew up people and buildings without warning. Like many at the time, Nobel realized that nitroglycerine would be a lot more useful if they could only find a way to make it, not explode randomly. While working in a lab with a vial of nitroglycerine, the vial slipped out of his hand and hit the ground. After recovering from the initial shock and surprise that he hadn't been blown to bits, Nobel soon realized that he owed his life to the sawdust on the ground where the vial had landed, which absorbed the liquid when it hit the ground.
Oh, I didn't know about it. Let's see who is the next scientist with his invention that changed the people's lifestyle.
John Walker. Do you know him?
Oh, to tell the truth, I don't know him.
Well, he is an English pharmacist. In 1827, he invented the matches. He noticed that the stick he had been using to stir the pot of chemicals had a dried lump on one end. Instinctively, Walker tried to scrape the substance off the end of the stick. Although not containing phosphorus, the mixture of antimony sulfide, potassium chlorate, gum, and starch was reactive enough that when he dragged it across the floor, the stick burst into flame. And the next one is John Stith Pemberton.
Oh, I guess I know him. He's the inventor of Coca-Cola. In 1886, he relied on Atlanta druggists to test and help him perfect the recipe for the beverage, which he formulated by trial and error. With the help of druggists, he worked out a set of directions for its preparation that eventually included blending the base syrup with carbonated water by accident when trying to make another glass.
Yes, you know him. What about Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen? Have you heard about him before?
Yeah, he's the scientist who dealt with X-rays.
In 1895, when he was performing an experiment using cathode rays, he realized that some fluorescent cardboards across the room was lighting up in spite of the fact that there was a thick block between the cathode ray and the cardboard. The only explanation was that light rays were actually passing through the solid block.
And nowadays it's used as widely in medicine as penicillin. Do you know the inventor of it?
No. And who's he?
Sir Albert Fleming. In 1928, Fleming noticed a petri dish containing Staphylococcus plate culture he mistakenly left open was contaminated by blue-green mold, which formed a visible growth. Fleming concluded the mold released a substance that repressed the growth and lying the bacteria. He grew a poor culture and discovered it was a penicillin mold.
Our daily lives are governed by inventions. From what we wear to the food we eat and our methods of travel, it's all been invented or significantly altered by invention.
Yes, and sometimes an invention comes along that doesn't just change the way we do things, but change the world. Thank you, Rustam, for your help.
Not at all. Now I have to go. I have classes. See you.
Oh, see you.
So, dear students, I think you understand our listening task. Now, according to the listening, you should fill the table. The first, you should write the name of an inventor. For example, Alfred Bernard Nobel, year of invention. He invented in 1867 the dynamite. The second inventor is John Walker. John Walker invented the match in 1827. The third inventor is John Smith Pemberton. Pemberton in 1886 invented Coca-Cola. And the next inventor is Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen. In 1895, his invention is X-rays. And Alfred Fleming, you know Alfred Fleming was invented the penicillin in 1928. Now, dear students, we have another slides, and I think you will get information about great scientists watching this video. The best scientists and their inventions. A number of creations can be studied here, the items which alter the people's lifestyle. Firstly, we can mention the computer creation. That invention started a new era called a technology period, giving a good push to the development of humanity. Another invention can be a creation of World Wide Web, which makes people's lives easier and more convenient than before. Here you also get more information about great scientists and their inventions. So students, I think you understand today's lesson, and your homework will be to answer the following test questions. That's all for today. Goodbye. Thanks for your attention.